I'm meteorologist Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning for your usual morning of what we call your weather update. And already it's all about high pressure system, breezy conditions and marine advisories for this time of the year. We are saying goodbye to the tropical weather, but we are looking at what we call the cooler conditions, and already the high pressure system is entrenched. All this brown that you're seeing here is indicative of a brisk wind flow, and the little dots that you're seeing here is the wind flow coming out of the east to northeast, bringing all of this moisture into the local area and creating some rough hazardous sea conditions, which I will speak to you in just a minute or two. But the high pressure system is capping the atmosphere, but in the lower atmosphere is really churning up what we call low level turbulence and driving some patches of low-level clouds in the area. So if you're on elevated terrain or if you're near the coastal areas, the winds are going to be elevated today, and there's a possibility that going forward into the next 24 to 48 hours it could even get higher. But the winds are also generating rough sea conditions. Take a look at your marine outlook. All this purple that you're seeing here, all right out into the open Atlantic, are the rough sea conditions, and already some of the swells and already the wind-driven waves are creating hazardous marine conditions for small craft and sea bathing, for small craft activities and also for sea bathing activities, particularly along the northern and eastern coastal areas of the Leeward Islands, right down to the British Virgin Islands. It extends even further towards the south to take in portions of the Windward Islands. 9-foot seas right now with the waves coming out of the northeast, and these conditions are not necessarily friendly going on into tomorrow. There's possibility that these 9-foot swells can even reach as high as 11 feet, prompting possibly the issuance of a warning. We're going to be keeping our eyes on that, but for right now, not necessarily friendly conditions, and because of that, there is a high surf advisory in place for the Leeward Islands and also for the British Virgin Islands. Take a look at what's possible. Breaking waves between 5 and 8 feet, dangerous rip currents, that is certainly likely. Certainly the conditions are not friendly for sea bathing activities. It's really unsafe along the northern and eastern coastal areas for swimming, so avoid those jetties, avoid those rocks. There is also a small craft advisory in place because of the sea conditions out into the open Atlantic. They are not necessarily friendly for the small craft operators. So definitely you would want to avoid these waters going on into the next 24 to 48 hours, possibly going on into the rest of the week. Definitely we are going to be keeping our eyes on that and bringing you the updates as they come to hand. But those winds are also driving these patches of low-level clouds into the area. Take a look at this diffuse frontal boundary. It's moving closer to the area, and also with those winds we'll be bringing in the patches of low-level clouds into the Leeward Islands and also for the British Virgin Islands. I'm pausing this particular shot so you could see the extent of the cloudiness on our visible satellite imagery. Some of those clouds are already coming onshore. So we are seeing some increased cloudiness here in Antigua and Barbuda. If you're in St. Kitts and Nevis, even Anguilla, and for the British Virgin Islands, you're waking up to a cloudy Tuesday morning because of these particular clouds. And for the rest of the day, look out for some patches of low-level clouds moving into the area, bringing some daytime interruption. So let's take a look at what your forecast is for today. Tuesday for us here in Antigua, a 50% chance that you see some showers in our neck of the woods, and the rest of the week right down to Friday we are looking at generally a moderate chance of some showers. It may even get higher on Wednesday and on Thursday given the nature of what we call the moisture content of the atmosphere. The winds are going to be on the elevated side out of the east northeast, maybe reaching as high as 18 miles an hour on land. Coming out of the east northeast over the open waters might be stronger, but look out for those patches of low-level clouds coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday. Your daytime highs slightly cooler at maxing at 31 or 88 for us here in Antigua and Barbuda, and the cooler nighttime temperatures. What you see in Antigua is what you'll generally get for the rest of the island chain because of the broad and the synoptic scale of the weather conditions. So for Montserrat, yes, the heightened chance of some showers right down to Friday, cooler temperatures. The winds are going to be on the elevated side for St. Kitts, Nevis, Anguilla, and also for the British Virgin Islands. All is going to be elevated on the moisture side and elevated with respect to the chance of showers for the rest of the week. We're going to be looking at some patches of low-level clouds interrupting our daily forecast. So far, as we always say, we are your trusted source, your Leeward Islands and British Virgin Islands Weather Authority. Thanks for joining us right here at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. Continue to give us a like and also give us a subscribe. Here is our hotline if you're in Antigua and our website for your latest information. I am Leonard Josiah, wishing you a safe and productive day.